Welcome to the Canada Youth Forum 2014. We are streaming live from Parliament Hill in Ottawa. My name is Justin Holness and I will be your moderator for today. This is an exciting moment. I'm definitely excited. I get to be here beside Senator Don Meredith, and we'll just be engaging and sharing our best practices. This forum is designed to ignite a cross-country conversation that is exciting on its own for youth administrators and youth-oriented organizations and initiatives to speak directly to other administrations and our frontline youth workers. Also, to speak to our government officials about issues that are surrounding your youth. That's very important. Senator Don Meredith was inspired to initiate such a public dialogue in light of his track record, of course, throughout his career advocating for youth in the Greater Toronto Area. Since being appointed to Senate in 2011, Senator Don Meredith has upheld his mandate to continue blazing the trail to ensuring that youth, not just within his constituency, but rather youth all across the country. This opportunity is to speak and also to attain the necessary support that is to lead to their success. We're talking about youth here. Today's forum is just the beginning. This is the start. It's something brand new. The vision is for the National Youth Strategy to seek and initiate a working plan. So we're talking about something that is going to make things happen. To collaboratively work together to address the challenges facing youth and to shine a light on the opportunity that are available. At this earlier point, I would like to outline the format in which we'll be using throughout this panel. At first, we'll have a guest panel, as it's highlighted in the itinerary, as you can see on your screen. I'm sure you guys can see that. The panel guest will make opening remarks for his or her presentation and the issues at hand. Secondly, we will proceed to a session of questions gathered from our social media, Twitter, Facebook, and our live streaming feed to hear what you have to say about this presentation. Questions coming from you guys. Thirdly, the guest panel will make closing remarks or simply responding to questions that were not previously answered. At the conclusion of the panel, we will proceed to a short break, 5 minutes, and as we transition into the next panel. And guys, if you have any questions or problems accessing the live stream, send us a message via Twitter and Facebook, and we'll respond to you directly. Okay? In case you forgot, our Twitter is at Senator Don M. And the Facebook page is Senator Don Meredith. My colleague, Salam, is our social media specialist, and we'll be working with her behind the scenes with the computers. To start, I would like to invite Senator Don Meredith to offer us some welcoming remarks.
Well, thank you very much, Justin. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is an opportunity to help make a difference. I'd like to thank everyone from the moderator, Justin, my staff, and the panelists, those watching on webcast, and all participants online for your participation and contribution to this important dialogue on issues facing our youth today. I often say that our youth are not just a percentage of our population, but they're 100% of our future. And I firmly believe that. Yes, today's youth face many challenges. For example, Statistics Canada tells us that the unemployment rate for youth is very high, ranging from 14 to 20%, depending on factors of location and age. Or the International Youth Survey, which tells us that 37% of our youth are lured into one or more delinquent behaviors, including acts of violence, acts against property, or prostitution, or drugs. And we all know that the stress and heartache of peer pressure and bullying. But where there is challenges, ladies and gentlemen, there is also opportunities. That is why I'm proud that over the last several years, I've been able to work with the National Youth Strategy Working Group, a fine group of women and men, experts and public servants, grassroots and civil society, including youth, to chart a path to help make a difference. We identified and streamlined the issues affecting our youth in 7 pillars, which you will discuss today. I must admit, ladies and gentlemen, that I am eager about having this conversation. To me, engaging, encouraging, and empowering our youth is an important part of how we will help to chart a path to making good decisions and taking meaningful action that will help shape their success. That is what I try to do as a senator, as a pastor, and as a strong youth advocate. And that is why I've been doing as a volunteer executive director of the Greater Toronto Area Faith Alliance in Richmond Hill. I work to steer youth away from a life of guns and violence and onto a path of career and life success. I co-founded the GTA Faith Alliance Learning Center in 2002 after a series of murders in Toronto, including the sons of one of my own employees. As a father of two, I was greatly affected by this. And I think Canadians also were affected by the outrage of violence that was being committed throughout our urban centers. And it is also in tribute to the memory of those youth lost, lives of those youth that were lost, as we answer this clarion call to action. So today, this national forum is about a call to action. It is my hope that through dialogue and exchange, this Canada Youth Forum will help us identify strategic ways in which we can be more effectively address youth issues. The great Nelson Mandela, one of my heroes and someone who I've looked up to in terms of his humanity, once said this: "There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children." End of quote. He was absolutely right. Our youth need to know how important they are to us. They need to know that we care, love, and respect them. They are our priority. We have the capacity to provide them with the tools and resources to be the best they can be, to overcome the challenges, to dismantle the obstacles and roadblocks on the way to the future they so deserve. It is my hope that you will find this first ever Pan-National Canada Youth Forum a good place to help make a difference. So once again, I want to thank you, Justin, for hosting today, and I look forward to fielding the questions from the various panelists that are online, and I look forward to an engaging dialogue on this very most important issue.
Thank you, Senator. As we will proceed, we'll take a few minutes break with our first panel to get ready, and stay tuned.